Hello, I'm Susan Theall, and I'm formally announcing my candidacy for Family Court Judge of the 15th Judicial District Court, Division M. Division M, as many of you know, is one of two family court divisions serving Lafayette, Vermilion, and Acadia parishes. Having lived my entire life in Acadiana, I've been a part of all the good times and the not so good times. With every change, as our community grew, it became clear to me that we needed safeguards to protect our families from the unavoidable pressures, influences, and stress that comes with growth and change. This is why I decided to pursue a career in law and become a lawyer. Not the kind of lawyer that defends or prosecutes crimes, or the kind of lawyer who defends those hurt in accidents. I focused all my energy on family law. In my mind, family law was the most important area of law because I believe there's nothing more important than family. And families that wind up in family court are at a point of crisis. I've sat as a family court judge in the past. I'm the only candidate in this race who has. Now I realize that the word experience is used in political campaigns all the time. But having a lifetime's worth of experience in family law, both as a judge and as an attorney, is especially critical in times like today. Think about it. We're in the midst of a pandemic. Families are being quarantined. At the same time, our region's economy has been hit harder than almost any other in the nation, and many parents are out of work. Our family courts are busier than ever. Spouses are seeking separation and divorce. Issues of domestic violence, child custody, visitation, and child support, all of these matters are heard by a family court judge. There's no jury. The family court judge rules on all evidence and then makes the final decisions on everything. This is why experience is so important. I'm the only candidate who has both sat as a family court judge in district court and who also has operated her own law firm dedicated solely to family law. In addition to this, I was handpicked by the Louisiana Supreme Court to be a member of the domestic violence faculty. That is, to provide instruction to other judges throughout the state on matters pertaining to family law, specifically domestic violence. Now, I ask you, put yourself on the bench in family court for a moment. Sitting before you are a husband and wife and their lawyers. At one time, they loved each other very much, but that bond has been broken. Each has become convinced that they can no longer live with the other. There's anger, pain, tears, and each spouse is filled with regret. They love their children dearly, and their children love them. You're a judge, but you're also a human being. This isn't like criminal court where a jury can take a load off your shoulders and a judge has sentencing guidelines. It isn't like a personal injury civil court, where again, a jury can help decide. No, when you're a family court judge, it's all on you. And this is why strength of character and the ability to make the tough decisions matter. I've been there. I've done this. It's hard. And politics has never, ever had anything to do with it. Candidates in most races are thinking about that certain Tuesday in November when the votes come in. I'm thinking about a Thursday in November, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and Easter, the most important family holidays on the calendar. I'm thinking about how, for many families in our community, these holidays will be affected by decisions made in family court. Being a family court judge means not being a politician. The burden placed on a family court judge is unlike that of any judge in any other type of courtroom. As a judge in family court, I often prayed before I made rulings, and I'd even go home and pray for the families afterward. Next January, a new family court judge will be sitting on the bench in Division M in the 15th Judicial District Court. Families in crisis from Lafayette, Vermilion, and Acadia parishes will come before this judge. This judge who takes the bench can be someone who has never sat in that seat before or one that has. Which do you think our families deserve? I'm asking you to please give the families of Lafayette, Vermilion, and Acadia Parish their best chance of receiving a fair judgment by having their cases heard by a judge who's dedicated her entire life to family law. I'm Susan Theall, and in this election, I'm asking you to put families before politics. Thank you, and God bless you and your family.